What's up, everybody? This is John from Bureau of BBQ, and on today's video, I've got a beautifully cooked, crispy, whole chicken made in the Ninja Combi today. We've got a little special surprise as well, that we are using our proprietary blend of chicken seasoning. So go ahead, crack a beer, and let's get cooking. Alright, to go ahead and get started, we are going to take our chicken out of the packaging. The greatest thing about the Ninja Combi is that, oh man, got a pretty dull knife here, is that we do not need to fully defrost this chicken. It uses a very cool steaming technology where we just put a cup of water in our pan and it will steam up for us, and then we've got a beautifully cooked chicken. It's just like any good chicken. I'm gonna go ahead and give it a quick little pat down. Again, you can kind of still see we got some crystals, some ice crystals on here, so again, it's not fully thawed. Might be saying to yourself that you're not a believer right now, but trust me, we'll turn you into one. Alright, after we've given our chicken a nice little pat down, grab a stick of butter. Everyone knows you roast chicken with butter in the breasts. Kind of depends on the chicken, but you're going to have to kind of get your fingers underneath the skin. This one's actually pretty loose already. So this is about a 5-pound chicken. So I only am going to do half a stick of butter per breast. If this was a bigger chicken, I would have done a whole stick of butter per breast, or even something like a turkey for Thanksgiving. So you just kind of lift up the flaps and stick the butter in here, just kind of push all the way to the end. All right, then you're going to be left with chicken that looks like this guy. Try your best not to tear kind of in between the little bit of skin in between the breasts, but we're not taking it too seriously tonight. This is just a nice little day before Father's Day dinner. All right, next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take the Ninja Combi pan right here, and I am going to actually put this chicken in the pan. And we're going to clean up a little bit and push all this chicken juice and everything off to the side. All right. Now we got our pan. Again, this is the Combi roasting pan. The Combi can hold about a 5-pound chicken. So I'm going to take some olive oil and we're going to drizzle that over the bird. In fact, I'm going to actually turn this bird over because we are seasoners here. We're going to season the whole thing. I'm going to drizzle some oil over here. And again, I'm going to take our Bureau of BBQ chicken seasoning, and we're just going to kind of layer that on the bottom here. The reason that I like this Combi pan as well is that it's going to catch all of the seasoning. All right, looking pretty well seasoned to me. So we're going to go ahead and flip that over. I'm going to do the same thing on this side. And looks like I'm going to have to push the butter back a little bit. But I like to kind of work a chicken in sections, so I'm going to pour a little olive oil drumstick here. Season. I'm going to take it on the other side, do the same thing on this drumstick. All right, so then we're going to take the top of the skin here on the breasts, rub it with a little olive oil, I will be doing it on the breasts, it looks like, but what I am doing here is just kind of making sure every square inch of the chicken is seasoned. Don't like bland food in this house. All right. Now once we're done, just gonna kind of take a quick look-see here. See a couple spots that I want to hit with some seasoning. And man, I'd say we're pretty well seasoned. Of course, you know, actually one thing I forgot was in between the wings. All right, and I think that this is all seasoned. Looks pretty good to me, smells amazing, actually. And then the cool thing about the combi, again, this is kind of like a makeshift roasting tray. The way that this works is we're actually going to come over to the sink and grab a cup of water. The reason that the combi is effective is when you take this cup of water, you put it at the bottom of your roasting tray, it's going to steam the whole bird. And the other cool thing is all that seasoning that ended up on the bottom of the tray is going to mix with the water and actually steam the bird with the seasoning that is mixed with the water. So the whole thing has seasoning all throughout the entire process. One thing I don't really do, especially with chickens this small, is I don't really do anything with the cavity. But as long as it's looking good, it's stuffed with butter. We put on our Bureau of BBQ seasoning on it. We put the water in it. We use, of course, Graza olive oil in here. We're good to go. All right, so flipping over here, got our chicken again, all prepared. We're gonna come over to the Ninja Combi. And what you have to do with this, again, I'm kind of roasting the chicken. I'm gonna turn this on. The cool thing is that we can make sure that this is at combi cooker or air fryer. Right now we have it at combi cooker. We moved it down to combi crisp already. We are going to actually bump this up to 400 degrees, and we are also going to bump up the time here to about, we're going to do about 38 minutes here. So we're going to open this guy up. All right, we're going to put our chicken in here. It's going to get right up against this heating element, but it's going to give us a very nice and crispy chicken. We're probably going to check on this in about 20 minutes. Then again, this whole thing is going to kind of crisp up and give us a nice little chicken. I'm going to check on this in 20 minutes because the funny thing is that the butter won't actually fit in here, so I had to take the butter out off camera. So when I put that in here, and then I'm just going to baste it with some melted butter, and we'll check back in about 20 minutes. All right, it's been 20 minutes. Going to kind of take the chicken out, see what we're looking at. You can see there's a bunch of steam. So one thing that we are going to do is I'm going to take out a temp. I'm just going to temp check this a couple times. All right, so remember how I said that this was completely frozen? We are already at about 140 parts of the breast. 160. So what I'm going to do, what I did here was I melted up some butter, put some of our seasoning in it. I'm going to take an injector, and we're just going to inject some of this butter mixture throughout the turkey just to make sure that we are getting very juicy. All right, then I do have a baster here, but I'm actually just going to put this here. I'm going to grab some of our wonderful seasoning, and we are going to season the bird again, just to give it a little extra boost of flavor. One thing I really like about the combi is just the very crispy look that these chickens get. So I'm probably going to put this in for just 10 minutes just to kind of round out some of the cooking that we're experiencing and temperatures. I'm going to actually knock this down to 370, and we are going to put the time up to 10 minutes, and we will go ahead and cook, and we will check in a little bit. All right, timer is off. I'm going to take the chicken out of the combi, and we got something that looks really good to me. See, we've got a very nice kind of browned color to our chicken. Again, I always am going to go ahead and hit it with seasoning after the fact. I'm not going to do that much this time. Just give it that little extra flavor bomb. All right, and since that is done, we are going to let that rest for a little bit. Here, we're going to put some potatoes in the roasting pan. All right, we're just going to dump that all in there, get it all very nice and coated. And this is all that butter and chicken fat. It's going to make these potatoes really good, really crispy. We're going to pop these in here, though, to air fry, again, while the chicken is resting. I'm going to put those in for 425 for about 10 to 15 minutes. Just going to give these guys a little bit of a stir. All right. We're going to go ahead and set this off to the side. Start cutting it up. Now, I'm not a master butcher by any means. Got this beautiful knife from Dad's. Dad's Can Cook, I believe. Dad's That Cook. We're just going to go ahead and start. Just like that, we have a wonderful dinner put together. Got our chicken, our potatoes. We're ready to eat. And all it took was a single beer. If you guys would like to purchase our chicken seasoning, it is available for pre-order on our website at www.bureauofbbq.com. And we are planning on shipping those out starting in August. With that, we'll see you in the next one.